Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Lobotomy Corporation. In the last episode, we got through day 33. We were able to work with Censored again successfully, and this time we did not even need to use the portrait from another world to do so, as, what's her name? Tiris Limit was able to work with it successfully exactly as I had hoped after we had leveled her a tiny bit more to be a level 5 employee. We earned the weapon from it as well, which looks to be quite powerful. It's a tanky weapon, which is a bit strange to me, but there you have it. And, well, we've got it assigned. Awesome. There's no armor, unfortunately, associated with the Alf that we picked up. So we're still struggling for more better armor, because we're being forced to use Teth armor on quite a few people now. But today is a relaxing, easy day. We don't have any new abnormalities to manage this day, and the same thing will happen tomorrow. So, let's get in there. We'll take a look at all our people. We'll do a quick summary of what I intend to do for this day, and then we'll try to get it done. Let's get started. I can't cut the recording during this part, or I have lots of audio issues when I try to put the pieces together. So we're going to cut it once we get to the actual deployment screen. Anything which makes my frame rate act a bit odd, which is this basically loading screens. Okay, be right back. Alright, everyone. So, with that part saved off, let's go ahead and cover what actually was happening yesterday. So, we didn't have any great amount of danger. I was a little nervous working with Censored yesterday, but everything worked correctly. Unfortunately, for the new amulet we picked up, which is the Luminous Bracelet, Vladimir held on to it for too long. I've checked how long we actually held it for, and it was for 1 minute and 14 seconds. So my guess is that the length of time you were allowed to hold on to this before it kills you is somehow related to either your virtue level for fortitude, and or perhaps if it's not healing you, it kills you. But we will try picking it up, holding on to it for 35 seconds today, and then putting it back. And if that doesn't do anything bad, we will keep doing that until we understand the last two things we have to unlock about this new tool that we picked up. I'm guessing because there's a limit to like the time we can hold on to it, this actually works more like Yang and less like the Heart of Aspiration. But we'll give it a try, and we'll see if we can figure it out today. We hired someone new today for that purpose. We have Elsloft WS with us. Welcome aboard, sir. I gave you the angry eyebrows. Give you the angry eyebrows, because you're probably upset that you're here in the information team. But it'll all work out. You'll see. I'm sure you won't die to that bracelet as well. And if you do right away, because that's gonna be the first thing I do, we'll just retry the day immediately. Nothing else really happened yesterday, to my knowledge. We did witness that the Snow Queen's bug always seems to happen, and so we're gonna try working with the bug today when it occurs. And when I send someone in there after the bug has happened, we'll just send them in there to do normal work, and we'll see what happens when they leave that containment unit. Now, as for what's on our agenda today, I would like to test out a dusk ordeal. I meant to do this several episodes ago when we were doing day 31, but then the bug happened with the Snow Queen, and I wasn't comfortable hanging around. So we're going to try to get some more practice against the red dusk, if that's what shows up, or whatever other dusk shows up, we will practice it. At the very least, I want to see it now, so I have some idea of what we're dealing with, rather than, because we can just retry this day without any issues, rather than do, say, a core suppression later, which might have some really difficult parts with it, only to realize what a new dusk is then, and fail horribly, because I was unprepared for it in its totality. So, with all that said, I think we're good to look at all our people, and then I will quit the game really quick so I have the most time to play it before it begins staggering, and we'll go ahead and record this session. I think I'll also talk the entire time while recording this session rather than... I normally do that, but I won't be watching it with you guys afterwards. I'll actually be talking during it this time. Not that you guys probably care very much about how I do it, as long as it's done. Alright, so mostly I'm doing this as well because I'm curious about the gifts people have earned, and I want to see if anyone has gained anything special that I didn't notice yesterday. Eldsloff, you are new, so you better not have any gifts on you. I don't know how that would be possible. Uloop didn't gain anything yesterday. I don't even remember what Uloop was working with yesterday. Trimus, we still have never earned the thing from the Wormhar's Woodsman, and you've been working with this thing constantly. We're gonna check Wormhard Woodsman and see, or Tin Man, and we're gonna see what its chance to drop its gift is. Combo Breaker, you still look ridiculous with that, the Christmas armor and that bow tie and the pipe. But on that same note, it looks fantastic. It all seems to mesh horribly together. Stooltons, you have no gifts? You have no gifts, Stooltons. We'll have to see if we can change that somehow. We are going to begin farming gifts as well, so expect some people to begin working with some of my Zions in the control team, or some of my Tets in the information team. I want more matchsticks on people. I want Fairy Festival's gift on someone. We may even send people back to well chairs to get the scruff for +2 hit points. On a half. Oh no, we can't do that, right? Is that a mouth gift? Who has that? None of these people have it. If it's a cheeky gift, we can get it. If it's sorry, we can't get it because I'm giving the Snow Queen's gift to everybody. But if it's a mouth gift, we can give it to some people. Nice. Everyone in my safety team has a Snow Queen's buff. Lewis, you look sorry, Scott, though, you look adorable with that hat. Those eyes and the bell makes me think of Christmas for some reason. Not the Christmas thing we're magic here, but just the Christmas season in general. I think that mask goes well with Fragment's armor there. Alexander, we gotta get you more gifts. Do you have anything I'm hiding? You do not, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna lock that hat on you, too. Wait, that's a hat? Oh, is that a hat? Is that the same thing? Is this a hat or is this a helmet? Oh, Reckless Foolishness is a hat. So we could replace that with the Void Dream gift. And probably what's that? Is this a hat or is this a helmet? It's a helmet. I don't understand why there's a difference between a hat and a helmet. They both go exactly on the same spot of your head. I guess technically you can wear one over the other if it comes right down to it. You have both gifts, right? You do. That's interesting. So look at Destruction 42K's hand here. You can see both Gold Rush there and the glow from Fairy Festival. That looks pretty cool, having both of them on you, Destruction. Yeah, pretty cool looking tune. Seriously, gotta figure out what gifts we can start giving you. Helmet Hair looks fantastic in that Discord armor. I really like the look of it. Oh my god, it took me a second to realize what's on your back. Right, censored is what Tillman's wearing. I'm curious if the reduction of damage works while in the containment unit. We'll see who gets the buff from the Portrait of Another World, because we are totally using that today. And we'll see if they still take like 9 black damage, or if it's reduced because of what Tillman's wearing. Hopefully it doesn't go on this one of my very new people who have low hit points, low sanity again, like it did last time for Pan-G. We'll have to be very careful and babysit them. Remember, it's going to go a lot worse for Tillman in that containment unit, because we're expecting far, far less than 100% success rate with Censored today. It's going to be more like 60%. Okay, I don't see any other gifts. God, it's only like 50%. Actually, it's gonna be insight work we send them in there to do. So it'll be a 50% chance of success with Tillman. Yeah, it's gonna be Tillman who walks in there. Okay. Alright, well, that's all our people, everyone. So with everyone looked at, I'll be right back to start the day. Alright, folks. We're set. Let's go ahead and get started. You know, it just occurs to me as well. It occurred to me some time ago, but the greatest ordeal for these days is a midnight ordeal. Maybe tomorrow we should check to see if we can do a midnight ordeal? I'm imagining that occurs at, like, meltdown level 9 or 10, or if there's later than that, 12? 12 would make sense, right? If each one of these is like an hour on the clock. So that's, it's going to be interesting. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing we're doing is Eldluff is coming down here to take that bracelet, and then we'll be putting it away after 35 seconds. While you're doing that, I guess we'll just do this on screen. Everyone else will begin walking to the abnormalities I intend for them to work with today. Some of them I actually have them memorized. Adorkable, you'll be beating up Scarecrow often today. Very, very often. Because I no longer am going to care very much about who's working with it. Yep, no longer am I going to care about that. I guess we'll put you here, Bruno, in case Censored breaks out. We can try testing it. By the way, let's go ahead and use a bullet or two, as long as I'm remembering to do this. And I also will try to remember that I have Rabbit Team, in case I need to summon them today. It'd be nice to remember I have it, even if we don't end up using it. Alright, Travis, you are still working with the Warm-Hearted Woodsman, and your plus 10 success rate isn't being impacted. Notice that it's not increasing his temperance to 3. This is what I was hoping by putting Trimus in here, that he would gain a nice bonus to temperance, but it wouldn't level him to temperance level 3 for Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Unless it is doing that. We'll watch when he finishes Warm-Hearted Woodsman today, if I can remember, and check to make sure that he hasn't actually automatically lowered its Quilpaloth counter. If I see a bad work result, okay, I would expect that. But if I see a normal work result and it still lowers by 1, well, okay, then he actually has a 3 temperance. I didn't notice. Tears Limit will be the one working with King of Greed today. Helmet Hair. It's not you, it's Tillman. Will be working with Censored. And I want to work with Censored first every day. The Elves need to be worked with first. Helmet Hair, where are you going? Black Swan for you today, sir. All the way up here. Over here, Chris, you're going to try to swap out the bubblegum for the matchstick today. Dia needs a mask. Hysul, there's nothing you're supposed to do, so we'll have you hang out here in case Clouded Monk gets out. And Robber Baron, you'll hang out up here in case something goes wrong. Unless, wait, no, Robber Baron, you working with something today? You are not. Okay, yep, we'll have you there. I am actually the one starting the work with Night of Despair because I need a tiny more temperance, so I'm going to give that to me to level my temperance up to 100. And then we'll start working with Night of Despair with someone else who's working with that. Mr. Stoulton, who I think is down here already? He is not down there. He's on the training team, Tim. Stop. Oh! Actually, that's a good thing I accidentally clicked on that, or this day would have been lost. Tillman, where are you? Alright, you're not in that hallway yet. Where are you, Tillman? I don't know where you are. Alexander, you're Clouded Monk, I think, today. Panji is still Funeral. Destruction, you're on babysitting duty. Technically, we need a little bit of justice with you, so I guess we can have you start with the Freischutz. Tillman, where are you? Oh, you're here. Oh, you traveled along the southern wall. All right, we need you to look at Portrait, because that will also be determining if, depending upon who gets that gift, that person won't be doing much today. I think you're supposed to be the Freischutz normally, Letitia, so we'll send you over there. Stratus Culto, where are you working? Scarecrow Seeking Wisdom. You have Prudence 3. It's getting out a lot. I don't care. We'll just put it back in its containment unit. Of course, that will lower Black Swan's Quilpaloth counter. But I think we'll be okay. Is anyone working with the Doula of the Sleigh today? Lost Fremen is doing that. Probably for prudence is my guess. Anyone else not... Oh, where are you, Crispatai? You need to be part of your own combat group. OODA loop. Dreaming Current? Oh yeah, it does white damage. I always think Dreaming Current does black damage. But no, he's white damage, and that armor is decent. It's full damage from Dreaming Current, because it's a Teth armor. But still, that's better than taking extra damage. I don't really have a whole lot of better armor. Alright. Let's... Oh, who's working with Yin? Oh, it's you, David C. Probably for justice. Alright, so we can probably start with Yin. Dia, you should take the Heart of Aspiration. Tillman looks at the portrait. We'll be right back, Tillman, to see... Actually, we don't even have to look at that to see who gained the buff. But I do... Oh, stop! Stop. We can't put David C into Yin until I see who gained the debuff. Actually, that's not true. It looks like David C did get it, so we'll have you start this. Okay, and can we see who actually gained the debuff? I don't think it's possible. Yeah, there's no list for me to see who gained it, unfortunately. And it could be... I don't think it's going to be hidden behind their text. And I think it is immediate that someone gets it. And we've also learned that it doesn't... I thought it randomly moved to other people, but it doesn't seem to be the... Here, you have a combo breaker. And you're supposed to work with Letitia today. It will be fine, but you take extra black damage, so we actually have to be really careful. Oh! You take extra black damage. You should not be doing Letitia stuff today. That sucks. I totally got that wrong. Alright, let's have you wind the clock once. Okay, and then you will not be working with Letitia. We're just going to have you hang out there instead. I guess, like to stay home, you can work with Letitia once. Okay, and... Tillman, are you... Alright, you're on your way for Censored. While you're doing that, I can probably have other people work with other abnormalities. So let's have you beat up Fragment a bit, Master of Survival. Oh, right! Luminous Bracelet, but I need to actually count that. So, let's do Censored first. And we'll have to babysit Combo Breaker. Jason, you need a tiny bit of temperance, so why don't you do Letitia's stuff? We can probably put people to with their wows to start. So Tiras, you can go ahead and grab that. I can do the work with Night of Despair to start. Trimus, I guess, should do some of this work. OODA loop, you need hit points. I think it's a bit odd as well. The Dreaming Current has a good chance to work with Tier 3 Fortitude. Yeah, 60%. The highest chance of anything he's got. So it's perfect for OODA loop C to do this work with him today. Helmet Hair, you are up here for Black Swan. Lost Fremen. You'll do Rudolph of the Sleigh. And I think that's all my... Nope. Combo Breaker. As a Combo Breaker, Alexander. You'll do Clouded Monk stuff. That's a ton of people walking into these containment units, Tim. I'm going to not have Master Travel walk in there. Okay. So, it's Hopeless, which we knew. The damage should be transferred over here. Let's see how much damage he takes. Actually, let's watch and see when a -1 occurs first, I guess. Censored tries to Censored. Okay. So he took no damage, which is what we expected. And I didn't see how much Combo Breaker took. 13. And he got slowed. Sensor does 5 through 10. So, okay, so he took 13. That's the highest we've seen so far. It's just a little bit of blood, Combo Breaker. You'll be fine. We have to also... oh, 17. Okay. So the armor and the weapon are not reducing the damage he's taking, I think. And he's taking extra damage because of the armor he's got on. So this was an awful decision to do. I'm sorry, it was an awful person to get the debuff. We can heal some of that now. Oh my god, Combo Breaker, you're going to die on us or go insane. We don't want either of those to happen. You failed a bunch of times in a row, didn't you, Tillman? What the heck are you doing? Right, we're also going to execute Bullet. Some of them. We have anyone else together? We just did, I missed them. Damage. But he survived. Normal work result. Okay, good job, Tillman. We want to do that. We want to work with censored every single meltdown level. Okay, now we can send you in here to do a little bit of beating up a fragment. Master of Survival. Trimus, what type of work did you do? Okay, yep, it did not lower his cool-off counter. This was normal. Okay, so that's working as expected. Tiras, you are working with King of Greed. And I guess technically you need attachment. So we'll have you do that. I got the work done here, and I'm pretty sure I got the buff. I will walk myself over here in case something happens with Censored. We need someone to get the buff from Snow Queen. Who's going to get that today? Oh, and Windwater, you're going to be all the way up here today for 1 sins. I guess, Chris, let's try to see if we can get the matchstick. And Dia, you can see if you can get the mask. Good job with Dreaming Current. Oodaloop. Everyone up here has worked successfully with their abnormalities. Alexander, you did good work with Clouded Monk. Panji, I guess we'll do more with... Actually, nope. Let's wait until everyone's done with their wows. Darn it! Okay, well, we triggered the meltdown. Letitia. Alright, no problem. We can have you do some of that, like to say home. And why not improve your instinct? You're never going to move away from this hallway. So, you can just stay out there to do more work with her. Combo Breaker, we're not even assigning you to do anything else today, unfortunately, since you have that debuff. We can't risk it. Jason. Who's supposed to do work? Oh, it's supposed to be you, Destruction. Just a little bit of work with this, so let's do that to start. Butterflies need some work. Panji, let's go ahead and have you do that. Like that say nay. You need a little bit of hit points. I guess you can do some stuff with King of Greed as well today. Trimus, it sucks so much, but we send you back in here to do more work with Warmheart Woodsman. What's the chance of this gift dropping, by the way? 4%, and you've never gotten it yet. Okay, let's let Scarecrow out for a bit of fun. Tillman, you're not going to be fighting Scarecrow. We'll have, who will help? It takes extra damage from Black? It does. Master Survival can go up there and help. A Snow Queen, Tim. You still need someone to get the Snow Queen's buff today. And I don't know who that should be. Heisel, do you have it? You have it already. Alexander, I guess we can have you earn it. So let's have you come over here. And then someone needs to free you. I guess we can have that be Lost Fremen. Since both of you have her armor as gifts already, we'll have you both do that. We have a Green Dawn showing up. Yin's work was not very good. Only 9 successes. That was slightly above bad. But it didn't get lowered at all, which is great. So David C. will send you right back in there for more work. Dia did not get the gift from Forsaken Murderer. You did not get the gift from Scorch Girl. Human Current needs some work. Loop C. In you go for more hit points. David C. we send you back in here again. We really want a match deck for you. And same thing for you, Dia. We really want a mask. We're farming that today. Alright, in the interim, we need more work with Censored. So, Tillman's going back in. Oh, I still need the Luminous Bracelet. Why don't we do that next, then? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Gonna be a lot of that today. Alright, so 35 seconds is enough time that we can pick it up. Tillman, let's do some work with Censored. Snow Queen's job was almost as bad as it could possibly be. Okay, and we need to watch Combo Breaker for a bit. Oh, I meant to show you guys the mods I have installed at the beginning of this episode. I totally did not do so. I didn't install anything new, though. I still, I think, need to install the one that fixes these bullets to make the one upgrade worth taking with them. Yeah, it looks like he's taking extra damage because the damage goes to him, and his armor makes him take extra damage when it does get reflected. Okay, 1 second. So things are going well there. Alex, I hope you had a good work result with Letitia. Let's have you go back in there again. Actually, nope. Let's have you turn that. Oh, also, King of Greed's work got done, so let's return the notes. Things are going well for you. Knight that say nay, you can take the notes. Stultons can work with Knight of Despair. Okay, and then Knight that say nay, you work with her. Oh, crap, we have a minus 4%. I think we'll still be okay. If she gets out, we can kind of contain her. Let's have you do that work. And Trimus, we'll just keep you in this room at the moment. Oh, Sensor's work is done. Hey, not bad. We didn't have to heal you again, Combo Breaker. I guess we can sneak in some work with you then. But it can't be with Letitia. So let's have you go up here and do instinct work with Lady facing the wall. Actually, no. You can do work with Clouded Monk. Sneak in some insight over there. And while that's happening, Alexander, you can get the next kiss from her. And while that's happening, we can count down 35 seconds. I'm nervous that we can't send the same person in there to take it multiple times. But I guess we'll find out if that's something I have to worry about. I didn't think that would occur right now. Okay. Nothing's in that hallway. I guess we can release Scarecrow searching for wisdom. Again. Someone can turn backwards clock. Jason, start killing that one. You two as well. Start destroying that one. Actually, you three can fight that. Destruction, you can help. Actually, is there one over here on the left? There is. Okay. So, Trimus should be able to help kill that one. As can Tears. Oh, Tears Limit can handle it all by herself. We'll have you two do that. So, Destruction, come over here and help fight this one. What's happening up here? David C sees one. You're armed with an axe, David C? You are. That's not going to do the damage I need it to do. Let's shield these two. Chris, I don't want you killing anyone. We're going to send you in to work with Scorch. We have a Blue Noon coming up immediately as the next thing. You two should be able to kill that. I shouldn't... well, you're taking extra red damage on my hair. Let's move you into that hallway. Cjin, I forgot all about you. Let's have you help up here along with Lennon's Soul Hacker, and we'll kill that clerk. We don't have to worry about Tyr at all. This is the only battle I'm even remotely worried about, and I'm not that worried about it. Oodaloop, let's have you fight. Help fight. Alright, good job, guys. So, we do need to worry about this noon event coming up. Oh, we also need to handle the Snow Queen, and I would like 35 more seconds with Luminous Bracelet. So let's start with this. And Tillman can do some more work with Censored. Actually, no, he can't. Where is... Oh, okay. No, absolutely he cannot, because we have, we're working with Cloud Monk at this moment. Alright, so let's do some work, I guess, with Yin again. We don't even need the PE boxes with Yin. I'm just doing this to improve David C's stats at this point. Wouldn't mind having another character who has maxed out stats. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can't remember if I saw knights that say nay. I did. Okay, perfect. Return that. That is so cute. I will never get tired of seeing that happen. I will never, ever get tired of seeing that happen. All right, Alexander, let's send you all the way over here. Angie, why not have you do some work with him? And Lost Fremen, where were you supposed to be today? It's Lewis who's supposed to be here for Snow Queen for positive work. Redolta of the Sleigh. Where is Lewis C? Where did I put you, sir? I don't even know where you are. We unlocked another rank for Luminous Bracelet. Let's take a look at it. However, to wear this bracelet, even when one has not a scratch left on their body, is an act of greed. The wearer will die if any attempt to return Luminous Bracelet is made before they are fully healed. Okay. There must be another limit on it. Which is dependent on if you... how long you've held it and not taken any damage, is my guess. Well, those two are doing that. Let's see. More Dreaming Current work for you, Oodaloop. And Helmet Hair. Let's have you work with Black Swan. These two have the Quploth Overload, so I'm not going to do work with them. Cloud Monk has a Quploth Overload, no work with them. I think we just will be watching... Actually, do we want to let Scarecrow out again? Let's let Scarecrow out again. Get some more insight work for you, Strathus Culto. 20 seconds so far, according to my internal clock. You guys might really care that I'm babbling, so I'm going to try not to count out loud. Any clerks? Oh, they're too close, like that say nay. Oh, nope. We're not doing any of that. Chris, where to put you? You're gonna go there. Harbor Baron, you move away. We actually need to assemble a combat group for this noon, so we should probably start getting ready for that. 20 seconds so far, Tim. DJ, I'm so sorry. You were supposed to do something today. It's Spider Bud you're supposed to be working with today, and I haven't had you do that. We'll fix that when we're done with what we're working on. So while that's ongoing, let's have you guys come down here. Actually, no, I guess we'll keep you in this hallway. I want 3 combat teams to help me fight. And Scarecrow's totally leaving his containment unit, so you guys will be killing it very soon. Let's see. I guess this will be where the other combat team is located. Jason will have you join with this group. Everyone does die someday. That's still an awful thing to say. Working in this... Well, actually, it's not so bad. You're calming yourself down, realizing you're going to face death sooner or later. Might as well get ready for it. You are not supposed to be tanking it. I guess we're going to have 3 combat groups. Combo Breaker can't participate in this. And if I'm going to use Tillman, I need to be careful. Actually, you know what? I don't think I can use Tillman. I shouldn't need to use Tillman because we've got powerful groups constructed to help fight. So we'll have you two just hang out here together. Okay. Stratus Culto, you move down there. Elzoff, go ahead and return that before I forget. Alright, and what's the last thing? If the wearer's hit points has not dropped after a certain period of time, then they will die from excessive regeneration. So this is a fantastic item to have when tanking censored. You just grab it, you stand out in front of it, and you don't have to worry about your hit points. Your hit points will be regenerated. Your sanity might not be, but your hit points are. So that's amazing. So I'm glad we have this here right near our Alf. Assuming that we get like another department under this for the next day. Maybe we can also, well, grabbing it and running to a battle might be bad if there's gonna be more Alfs down there. I guess we'll see where the other departments get placed. But this was a good pick. I like this being here. Alright, where are my other lowest level people hanging out? Combo Breaker, yep, you're not fighting Combo Breaker, and it's such a shame, but Tillman isn't either. If that portion of Another World had gone to someone different, I would not feel bad about having Tillman fight, but I'm too nervous that he'll take too much damage and just, Combo Breaker will just die immediately. And I've lost way too many people wielding shorts to think that that's not going to happen. Our ranged weapon, coming from, the Dreaming Current. No, we're not going to get him killed. Ooda Loop. You're over there. Lost Fremen, I guess you can help fight. So can Helmet Hair. Where is Lewis Scarf? I have no clue where he is. Did he die? What department is he in? He's probably in information team. Oh, Lewis Scarf died yesterday? No, he's in the central. Oh, he's in the central control team. Where are you? Oh, you were sitting up here the whole time. I never noticed. Okay, well now at least we're moving you to a better spot. And I guess we need to trigger the event happening. So Chris, where are you? So Chris, let's have you work with Scorch Girl again. Try to get that matchstick. That'll be the second person working with an abnormality. I guess you can do attachment work, Strathus with Fragment. Eld's left. We're gonna have you run over here for Lady facing the wall. And Trimus can probably... That's not Trimus, that's Destruction. He needs to be part of a combat group. Put you over here. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oh, to do. Was it? There we go. Control F1 doesn't work. Control F2. Control F3. OODA loop. You have too few hit points for me to risk you. You can probably work with Dreaming Current fine. Okay. We've got one group of jerks here. You guys are already fighting a group. Let's Black Shield you two. Run you away to get some space. None showed up in the Central Command. They did show up down here. We can have a group fight them soon. No one's over here in Welfare Team. So we can rush you guys over here to fight that group. Let's try this Culto. You'll just hang out down there. I think you'll be okay. Where are the other ones? You guys have on your combat faces, so I know I sent you to fight something. Let's watch this battle for a bit. Actually, before I do that, how's everyone's hit points? Fine so far. You guys have the shield. I'm going to move you over in this direction. Master Survival can now turn you around. I hate that I have to do this, but losing 2 people to this event, this ordeal last time, is now made me super paranoid. Good job. Lewis, welcome back. I'll put you right back down there again. All right, excellent work, team. That's one of them destroyed. You guys seem to be confused about what you're fighting. Move over here, then. It's so weird to move Tillman over here. So tomorrow, in the future, I will have someone, whoever else has Discordia, Helmet Hair is going to be that person currently, will be the person to work with Censored. This way, we don't have to not use Censored's weapon, because I really want to see how that works. This is a bit chaotic up here at the moment. No one's taking that much damage. Let's Black Shield here. Good job, guys. Oh, that's super awkward. Let's execute. We'll let them get in this hallway, and then you guys will get them from behind. Chris, I don't really want you killing everyone today. We're going to send you right back in to work with Scorched Girl instead. I love watching the battles. It's a shame I have to be so careful. There's at least one sweeper left. I thought we got... Oh. Okay, I thought we got a lot more of them. And we did. Is there any more up here? You three should be able to handle one almost dead sweeper without any troubles. I see no others up in the upper department. There's one left. You're not going to be a match for him. Get him, my army. There's more left. Where are the others left? Piece of cake. Chris, try to... Oh, Scorched Girl's got one Quilploth counter, Chris. So we can't send you back in there again. Yeah, you're right. You didn't get it today. That's right. You didn't get it today. That's it. Well, cheers. I don't know if, again, if that replaces this gift. I don't know if it replaces that gift. So we can't send you there. London Soul Hacker, we haven't done anything with you today. You're supposed to work with, I think, the fairies. David C., you're back over here for Yin. Helmet hair, you're all the way down here for King of Greed? That's not true. He better not be. No, he's not the King of Greed. Where is he? He's Black Swan. He's in the right spot already. Barber Baron, you're just hanging out. JZ, it's Spider Bud for you. But you know what? Let's have you get the Snow Queen's kisses instead. For this Culto, we can have you do some work with Fragment. Maybe press it a bit. You're not in any danger of dying to it, right? If I walk you in there? No. Okay, it has no instant kill. Do I want to work with... We should really work with Censored. Alright, also, like that Sene, you were supposed to work with King of Greed, apparently, today. Or we can have you do that. Tiras, oh, you're Panji, we send you there. Alexander, more Clouded Monk stuff for you. Stultons, you're Knight of Despair. Destruction, you're just hanging out, looking pretty cool. We worked with the Freischuss, so I'm imagining your justice will be 100, so we shouldn't have to do that again. We'll put you in the same hallway, though. Tillman, let's get you ready for some censored stuff. No, I guess Destruction will have you help put, I'll have you help put Scarecrow back into its containment unit. Jazid, you're supposed to be... Oh, no. You're Snow Queen at the moment. Right. El's Loft. Or facing the wall, if you please. Combo Breaker. Unfortunately for you today, you are just hanging out to be healed. We are likely to lose a lot of people to the Dusk event, whatever it is. So we might as well continue to try to kill folks, clerks, who are going to be a danger for us. Adorkable. Back down there you go. I'd like to say home. You were supposed to be Letitia. Let's have you come back all the way down there. We will, of course, prepare for the Dusk by getting my teams reassigned. The Dusk is going to be a lot more tricky because they are wows, to my knowledge, in difficulty. Which, of course, means they will be much more difficult. Take decent damage to white, so I guess I should head down there after all, just in case something happens with Censored. Bruno, what are we doing with you? Your Censored duty, I guess. And I guess I will be the person to free Z-Jed from the Snow Queen. Tillman, yeah, let's have you work with Censored again. Oh, actually, we only have 5 bullets. Can I risk that? We've been using, like, well, we should be okay. We should be okay. When I see 2 negatives occur close to each other. Okay, actually, we'll just watch now. 20 black damage was just taken. That's probably the most Combo Breaker will be forced to take. Okay, things are going okay. Clouded Monk for you, Alexander. And Stultons, we can have you do despair stuff. And we can watch Combo Breaker for a little bit longer. Looks like it's going to be okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe spoke it's a little too early. We do have 4 bullets left. Yeah, he should be fine. Nope. We're going to use one of those now. Keep him alive. Okay, it must be over now. Yep. Alright, well done, Tillman. Thank you. We really do want 999 PE boxes with censored if we can get them. So we're going to keep doing work with it every meltdown level. Did you get a gift, Z-Jed? You did not. You did. Okay. All right. Let's send. Oh no! We can't do this with you. You have the cheek gift, and I've locked it. You will not get the gift, so we can't have you do that. Sorry, Z-Jed. You already have a cheek gift. Who still needs the gift? You take extra white damage. I like to stay home. And Fort 4 is not something I'm willing to risk walking into that place for. Oh, Lewis, you're supposed to be working with her positively today. So let's send you down here as well. So, oh, and I can't even walk in there. I'm not allowed to do anything else but help contribute to battles. So I guess I go here. What happened with this again? Why does it change like that? The Portrait of Another World. Why does it do that occasionally? Master Survival, I don't know where to put you. I guess you'll hang out here. And OODA Loop will... Nope. That's a Quiploth overload. A workday complete, but I would like to at least see the Dusk event occur, so I know how much of things I'm getting. So Stratus Culto, you don't have the sanity to survive the Snow Queen's negative gifts. Knight that say nay, you can try to get it on yourself. Is that right? I really wanted you to have the other cheek gift from the Knight of Despair, but that's not going to happen, it looks like. So we'll have you come over here and get Snow Queen's gift. And then, you already have it, Alexander. Panji does not. I kind of want Panji to also get the Knight of Despair's gift, so I'm not going to send her in to do it. You will have to think about changing her weapon soon. I guess Stultons can be the one to free Knight that say nay. I wonder, if you take the bracelet and take damage while being inside a containment unit, I guess it regenerates you there inside as well? Not useful for censored, where I'm mostly worried about sanity loss and the insta-panic. Lewis, I guess... Quiploth counter still 2. I guess we can have you do some attachment work there. Z-Jed, you are supposed to go up here and get Spider-Bud. Lennon, I haven't yet to walk you inside Fairy Festival. Let's do it. Okay, what got the meltdowns? Censored, of course censored did. So Tillman, you'll need to work with it again. And while you're doing that... Okay, Combo Breaker's out here. Letitia has something on her, so like to say home, you'll work with her again. Keep working on your hit points with her. Fragment. We're already working with it. We have to wait until that ends. Clouded Monk. Alexander, that can be you. We'll have it be Insight again. Tiras, let's have you come over here, I guess, to get the gift. I thought someone else was coming over here to get it, but I don't see anyone walking over here at the moment. Lady facing the wall. We can have you do that, Eldsluft. Warmheart Woodsman. Well, Trimus is right there, so no reason why we can't do that as well. Night of Despair. Okay, slight change of pace. Panji, you go do this instead. And Alexander, you'll do this. Is there anything else that's on Meltdown? Fragment was about to be. Alright, so Lost Night That Say Nay, you're going in here to fail. Begin getting us that gift. 1 red, 2 reds. Okay, we need to go and look at combo. He's almost dead. What the heck happened? He must have taken 40 damage, I think. 2 20s. He took it more damage, but then got healed thanks to the regenerator. I can probably spare a single bullet, execution bullet, at this moment. Which clerks are dying? Oh, I don't really see anyone close together, so I think we'll be all right. Okay, we gotta go look at Combo Breaker again. He's, again, rather low. $21 damage. What the heck are you doing? Why are you not working so successfully with him, Tillman, today? Please don't make this a 50% chance. We don't want it getting out anyway. We don't want that Kupalov counter lowering at all. Okay, there was the first gift given to Night That Say Nay. I gotta go look at Combo Breaker again. He's almost dead and almost insane. Let's heal him. This is nuts. How many bullets I've used this time around for censored. Maybe what's happening is that as the day goes forward, he takes increasing amount of damage. Oh my god, 26 damage! What the heck? $22 damage. Are you done, Tillman? Holy crap, that was awful. 21 P boxes. Oh. I mean, that is about 70%. But oof, that's really rough. I think we're done with censored now. That's way too many bullets spent for that. Oh, crap. Frankly, you just need someone to take care of it. Lewis, let's have you not do that. Tiras will do it. Let's have you... Not Tiras, I'm sorry. Stratus Calto will do it. Right, the Night That Say Nay, you're almost ready. Okay, in you go. And it's not going to be you, Tiras, who frees him. It's going to be someone else. Let's put you all the way back over here to work with King of Greed again. And you two did well. You did pretty well with Knight of Despair, Alexander. And you got the cheek gift. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, but you lost the Frost Queen's gift because of that. And now we've seen it. Now we've seen a gift replace another one. Okay. Darn it. I mean, that's acceptable, I suppose. That's also a very nice gift. That's also a very nice gift. Okay. So let's have you now start working with Cloud Monk some more. And Panji, I guess you can keep working with Funeral. Like to stay home. It's going to be more instinct work for you. Actually, we'll have to work with Cesar probably one more time at the next Quilploth meltdown level. I don't see how that doesn't get a Quilploth overload on it with 8 containment units going on lockdown. If anyone else, by the way, who needs to do some work, I guess we should do something with you. That's only a 50-something% chance now. So no, David, see, we're not doing anything with you. Let's have you come up here. Z-Jed, we haven't done anything with you today. Go ahead and walk in there. And Soul Hacker, you'll still hang out there, I guess. Where's Dia? Where's Dia? We need Dia to get, try for that mask again. You up here, Dia? You are, oh, you are not Helmet Hair! You just gained Black Swan's gift. You're the second person to get that. Alright, let's have you, I guess we'll have you do this again. Is that right? Lost Fremen, we'll have you do Redolta and Helmet Hair. Maybe we'll have you... no, we're not gonna have you try for a gift. You'll just do more work here with Black Swan. Oh! Wasn't kissed. You did actually decent repression work on Snow Queens. We gotta do that again with you. Okay, no problem. Right, we could work with Censored again right now, but we only have 3 bullets left. That's not enough to save Combo Breaker, so we're not doing that. I guess Combo Breaker, since you're not doing much, we'll have you do some Lady Facing the Wall. Good job, Panji. Trimus will just hang out there, I guess. Knight of Despair. Who's supposed to be working with Knight of Despair? That is Mr. Stoltens. Oh, right, we're waiting with you, Mr. Stoltens, to free Knight That Say Nay, who's also the person I wanted to work with King of Greed. Okay. For this cult, though, then I guess you'll just let out Scarecrow again. And Lewis, you're supposed to be positive, Snow Queen. We'll just keep you down here. Okay, Like That Say Nay, in you go. Get out, we'll put it right back. Actually, in the... No, it does black damage. You can't have Tillman tank anything today, Tim. He's just working with Censored. Maybe... No, you can't put Helmet Hair in there because you need the damage moved. You have to have the person with the portrait work in there. Alright, Mr. Stultens. In you go. Now, I'm fully expecting this bug to happen again. Let's see. Yep. But that was still adorable. And he has another gift. So hold on. He's still got the shard in his chest. Interesting. Very interesting. We have a breach? What breached? Oh, Scarecrow. Why aren't we told that Scarecrow breached? Guys, well done. How's Clouded Monk doing? 2. Okay. Alright, so Stultons has the gift. We send him all the way back over here. And now, the moment of truth has arrived. Don't worry, everything's perfectly fine. So I'm under the impression that the game thinks someone's stuck in here. So I'm gonna risk this. Lewis Scarf, you're gonna go in there for insight work. And we'll watch what happens with you when you're done. Yeah, he's taken out the sword. As far as I'm aware, the game thinks someone's trapped. Okay, so we have the meltdowns happen. I'm willing to let this happen. We have a green dusk showing up. Our first green dusk. We will try to see what that's like. Adorkable, let's have you walk in there for a few seconds. We can let Scarecrow out again. Ooh. Okay, well this will be fine. We can use that with like that say nay. And then I can say nay, come up here to work with King of Greed, and it will be instinct work. Trimus, you can go ahead and get some more work done. Maybe you can finally get that brute from the... Oh, you know what? These are given to you if you do good work with it, isn't it? Not normal work. I think that's the way that works, pun intended. Oh, Letitia, be someone working with it. Let's have you do that. Stop that. Censored. Need you to walk in there, Mr. Jason. Let's have you do that. Luminous Bracelet. I don't really want to take it. I'm too nervous, like their hit points aren't fully healed, and they'll just die. So we're not touching it. We'll just go down some points. Immediate 2 failures. Cumberger looks like he just was healed. He was not. Okay, I don't understand. 4 failures with censored. What? Cumberger's perfectly fine. Okay, there's a horrible bug. And, first off, we got over 1,000 PE boxes with the Snow Queen for some reason. And, Lewis Scarf's face is gone. Is he stuck in there? Can I send someone else in there to save him? We're gonna try to do that. So much for the Green Dusk. We might have a bug. I might have to retry the day. So, who's going in there to save him? TRS. Let's have you try this. What the heck happened? Oh, God! I sent Jasad Hawk in there to work with Censored. We're doomed. Workday complete. We're doomed. I sent the wrong person in there to work with them. Jasad's probably already almost at like one hit point left. We didn't lose anybody, so that's good. That's very, very good. Oh, Louis Scarf still has his face. So much for the dusk again. A misclick cost us that attempt. All right, but we don't care. Next day, everyone lives. Let's do it. Oh my God. Almost accidentally let Censored out. I gotta make sure the only person in that hallway is the person working with it. Good morning, X. Good morning, Angela. Good to see you again. Based on your reaction, it seems that the synchronization is complete. I don't know what you mean by that, Angela. I can now tell what moment you're reminiscing about just by looking at your expression. Oh, she's referring to the flashbacks she was showing me. I'm still just very curious, Angela, if A decided to see you. It was hinted that he had not done so. I also happen to know that the process always ends with the same expression and tears. So you have been here before. You're a prisoner. You locked yourself inside this prison without bars. Oh, isn't that a short story or a saying? Locked in a prison with open doors or something of that sort? However, the key has always been in your hands. My role was to correct you whenever you made a wrong decision. Now, I'm quite tired of it. You only look at us like this, Angela, when you really mean what you're saying, I suspect. Your eyes are also interesting. They're more than just gold. I thought they were pure gold, but they're not. There's something in your irises. I don't understand why you chose to repeat this cycle, nor do I know what kind of results you hope to achieve while slowly killing yourself. Frankly, I don't really wish to know. But in this moment, while you hold the fragments of when you were once A, I would be ever so glad if you stopped this cycle now. I should change my greeting as well. It was getting tedious. Hello, a new A. I give you a warm welcome back to your Lobotomy Corporation. Interesting. That music, I think, is what we heard when we first joined up for day one of the control team. Angela's having a meltdown. She's not very happy. But I get the feeling she's mentioned we've been here before. We've done all this before. Man. So the Silk Queen is absolutely 100% bugged. We can't send someone in there to work with her again. I would have tried to see what happens if I saved the person in there. But I didn't want to lose Jason Hawk to instant panicking with Censored and then having to contain Censored. Did not want to do that. Nope, we'll end the day right there before everything goes wrong. Alright, so it went well, all things considered. I did say I was going to read all the information about these abnormalities in this video. So I think we'll do that. Maybe at the end of day 35, we'll actually get a Dusk Ordeal. Holy flipping crap, Tim. Alright, so let me quickly stop this part, and I'll be back to read about the abnormalities. Give me a few seconds, everyone. Alright, everyone. Let's go ahead and finally read about these 8 new abnormalities we've picked up over the past, like, 13 or 15 videos or so, shall we? We'll try to read about them in the order that I think I unlocked them in, which I think was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we go. Starting with the fragment of the universe. An abnormality that resembles a child's innocent doodles. Interesting. That wasn't the impression I got while looking at this at all. I thought this thing came from like some sort of outer sphere or something of the sort. Well, I guess it can look like that. It just means, it could still come from some other location altogether different. Originally, it had no stable form. Its shape would continually morph. To this day, its aspects still change, albeit at a much slower pace. Component analysis has revealed that the abnormality consists of matter that does not exist on Earth. It is notable for its metaphysical appearance that one cannot explain with words. It often shows incomprehensible linguistic activity. One employer tried to decipher its speech, see document number 1, employee David's song, but their mental contamination level rose beyond the limit within several days. They suffered severe psychosis and had to be quarantined. The abnormality's tentacles, which are quite different from what we consider the average tentacle, for simplicity's sake, we've monikered them as tentacles, can pierce through the barrier of humanity or reality. Employees impaled by the tentacles will suffer permanent, semi-permanent brain damage. God! Can you imagine if, like, an abnormality like this, if it was a little more dangerous, maybe like a WoW, if it permanently, whenever it hit you, lowered, like, your prudence stat by 1. -1 every single time it hits you. God, no one would take it. It's a good thing that we recover from this damage when we get to the next day. Which is odd, given the way this is worded. Maybe this is not accurate? Maybe it's only clerks who suffer this, but our employees or agents who are wearing armor are immune to the effect of some because of what they're wearing. When the abnormality escapes its containment unit, it will emit noises in the corridor. As the sounds it makes for what could be considered a melody in syllables, we consider it singing. However, none of our staff can precisely remember it, given that most of the time they're unable to describe it due to their serious brain damage. Oh, does that also hurt employees? Brain damage? Like, is it actually physically damaging the brain? Like having a stroke or a TIA? Those who were within 100 meters of the singing called it a sound unheard of in this world. Because of these descriptions, we've titled it Echoes from Beyond. See document number 2, Singing. Experiment 1, the possibility of communication. We have determined that the abnormality has an intelligence similar to, or even higher than, that of humans, and gave it a simple language learning course. As a result, a crude communication by combining words has been made possible. The following is a segment of the communication record with the abnormality. Are all of your kind similar in appearance? Answer. Negative. Outside. Child. See. Picture. Face. Happy. Change. Form. Why have you come here? Answer. Knowledge. Share. Human. Why do you want to share your knowledge with us? Answer. Understanding. Knowledge. Moment. Know. Universe. Coincidence. Negative. None. Interesting answers. It wanted to help us? This negative semicolon none makes me think that it meant positive here. This section is an attempt to decipher the conversation with the abnormality. It based its form on a picture drawn by a child. It changed its form because the child's expression while drawing it was happy. It came here to share its species' knowledge with us. The moment we fully understand that knowledge, we will know their ultimate go. There is no such thing as a coincidence in the universe. Experiment number 2. An experiment on laughter. After watching a video about laughing for 30 minutes, the abnormality understood the concept of laughing. After that, when employees entered its containment unit to work with it, it would sometimes emit a strange noise with what appeared to be the shape of a smile on its face. It looked like it was mimicking laughter. Oh, it's trying to understand and work with us. Oh, this is kind of cool. I like this. So I tended not to like this abnormality because of how tricky it was to work with it. We don't have a good chance of working with it. But I like that this one wants to actually be worked with. It wants to be friendly. I wonder why it goes hostile then. Experiment number 3. Comprehension of symbols. We taught it the meaning of various symbols along with language. Among them was the shape of a heart. This symbol provoked a distinct change from the abnormality. Question? Showing the abnormality a picture of a heart. This is a symbol of the heart. Many people believe that emotions come from the heart, and this symbol is used to express positive emotions or a liking towards someone. Omitted. Oh, that's adorable then, that this thing gives heart brooches to people. It has a liking to them, is my guess. So far, based on what we've read. Assuming this doesn't become all twisted at the end of this story, but I like this. Afterwards, several symbols resembling hearts were seen on the abnormality's body. It seemed to understand that the symbol could be used to express friendliness towards humans. Combining the results of the previous 2 experiments, we can confirm that this abnormality is non-hostile to humans and wishes to become friends. Document number 1. Employee David's Song. David was famous in his department for his attempts to communicate with the fragments of the universe. He was an intellectual who enjoyed reading philosophical books and gazing at the stars. He held interest in the abnormality, and as such, he got the job. He researched its language and behavior purely out of personal interest. So what became of David? Eventually, he succeeded in entering the domain of the fragment of the universe. However, it was obvious that his small brain couldn't withstand it. He was transferred to the psychiatric ward and died of starvation while singing an unrecognizable song. This is why the abnormality's voice cannot be revealed to the public. Oh, shame. So, there was a book that I've never read but I've heard about, which is like a dot. It's a story about a dot, and it travels to like another dimension, literally, which is a line, and it talks to lines and understands the line's point of view, and then it moves on from that to a square, like a flat, perfectly, absolutely 100% no height to it square. And so now there's 2 dimensions to it, X and Y. And then it goes to another one later, which is like a box. And it's just the idea of how different something could be is impressive and terrifying, I think, to it. I don't remember if it actually understands the new worlds it's in, but I remember being fascinated by the idea of it. This thing obviously lives in some place where things work differently than what we're used to, and it is too much, or at least it was for David, to understand it, where it came from. Or maybe he did understand it, and then it didn't want to exist in our world any longer. Document number 2. Singing. Why didn't you tell me earlier that the abnormality was responsible for their condition? I have no idea if there's any pattern, but they all show the same strange behavior on the exact same days. Can you imagine a group of patients staring at the sky with dazed faces, wailing strange noises in the corridor at night while everyone is asleep? I had such a difficult time persuading the other patients that they must have been practicing for the company's upcoming Halloween event. Psychiatric treatment and medicine won't help. Coming, still coming. They repeat these words, and anything else they utter is not from any language we know. I think sending them to a general hospital was an unwise decision. Doctor from the record deleted ward. Sounds like there's more of them on the way here. Be interesting if there was a ALF abnormality, which was like a amalgamation. Oh god, I hope I said that word correctly. I did not do so. Of many of these things, which showed up all at once. Alright, that's Fragment. That was a lot more interesting than I expected it to be. Let's go ahead. We put the Snow Queen next. Oh, apparently I've scrolled... Oh, this is because I scrolled down on Fragment. Alright. A queen lives alone in the frosty winter forest. Like how every story starts, Kai was a child with a kind heart. When the shards of a mirror made by an evil fairy were scattered on everyone's heart, Kai began to see things he didn't want to see or need to see. He left the small village he grew up in. In an unforgiving blizzard, Kai met the Snow Queen. He became curious of the world beyond his knowledge. He felt as though everything he knew amounted to so little. The snow palace he reached was so cold, but the Snow Queen's kiss froze his heart, and he couldn't feel the cold anymore. There was no joy in the palace, only the long winter night. Gerda was strong enough to remain unpierced by the mirror, and brave enough to go on a journey to rescue Kai. So she set off towards the Snow Palace. The journey was agonizing. Gerda was hurt and pained. Sometimes she cried. However, eventually, Gerda and Kai met. Spring arrived with blossoming roses. Its warmth melted the Snow Queen's palace, and the piece of mirror in Kai's heart evaporated without a trace. Then, left all alone, the Snow Queen... And we don't get any more of the story. So that's not ice in their chest. It's a piece of a mirror, I guess. I remember the day we put her in the cryo coffin with our own hands. At some point, her joyous laughter was gone. She just cycled through laughing and crying, and eventually she was found in the bathtub soaked in red with her wrists cut. We did not believe in death. I will have her reconstructed from the machines I have detested for my entire life, but have become the only answer. She would have been disgusted by me for this, dying in that bathtub. However, we were far too down the road filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. One day, it spoke to me. I remember you. You were a kind-hearted person. The moment I heard it, I was seized by the urge to destroy what I had created with my own hands. I don't understand this end bit at all. It sounds like to me that the Snow Queen took away the emotion from an employee who worked with it. Unless the cryo coffin is the queen that they're talking about, but I don't think it is. In any case, this girl or guy, this girl killed herself, and then what? They remade her, and he doesn't think of her as a she anymore. It thinks of it more like a machine now. I don't get it. Maybe it makes sense to you guys. I like Fragments better. Alright, so let's go over here and look at Night of Despair. An abnormality of despair that has gone through a repeated cycle of faith and betrayal, leaving only the emotion that is expressed through black tears. An abnormality of despair. This makes it sound like the abnormalities are based on very specific emotions, like the demons were in the Dragon Age Origins world. A hero of the past who used to be a guardian of justice, she dedicated her entire life to protect the king, the state, the city, and the weak. The knight had to uphold the laws of God and the pursuit of valor, chivalry, and justice. However, after a long history fraught with hardship and conflict, the knight realized in retrospect that nothing was truly upheld on her watch. The truth changed a lot of people. One who fought for good became evil upon realizing that there was no evil left in the world. One who dreamed of a world where everyone could be happy was tinged with greed and started to devour everything. Oh, hey, okay. We just learned a little bit about the other card abnormalities. Like them, so many things once thought to be forever constant faced changes and perished. One who dreamed of a world where everyone could be happy was tinged with greed and started to devour everything. So there is the King of Greed, and this is the Queen of Hatred. Who said a knight never cries? Have you ever seen tears brought out by despair, not sadness? The endless stream of grief has long turned the eye sockets to hollow husks. Inside, black diamonds sometimes fall down like ashes. The will to protect seems to remain unchanged after all this time. Even in containment, it is still obsessed with the act of protection. All that remains is the hollow pride of a weathered knight. The tenacity of the hero who cannot leave the past behind is a pitiful sight. When justice turns its back once more, several dozen blades will rove without a purpose. In shame of failing to defend once again, and in rage against the world, the swords will eventually point at those she could not protect. The knight who wanted to redeem herself by saving others was now dishonorably called the Knight of Despair, forgotten from people's memory, just like the others. Warm-hearted woodsman. A mechanical abnormality whose humanoid body is composed entirely of galvanized steel. Oh, by the way, the Knight of Spears ending was good. I liked that. That was rather impactful. I liked it. Back to this again. A mechanical abnormality whose humanoid body is composed entirely of galvanized steel. It holds a great axe with both hands, but does not show any activity, as if it's unable to move. The friends were imperfect in one way or another, so they helped each other to fill what they were lacking and embarked on a journey to make their wishes come true. The Scarecrow wanted a brain. The Tin Woodman wanted a heart. The Cowardly Lion wanted courage, and Dorothy wanted to return home. The one they thought to be the Great Wizard instead gave the Woodsman a lead heart. But you're a machine. That means you were built to serve humans. Don't you understand? Machines don't need a heart. Good job making it all the way here, though. Take this as compensation. Be sure to tell everyone waiting for you that your wish definitely came true. Some left with satisfaction. The friends departed and were never seen again. The hard, cold lead was depressing. Poor Tin Man. The Tin Woodsman couldn't agree with this. In anger, he swung his axe through the wizard's heart. The warm heart was pulsing vigorously. He shoved the lead into the wizard's now empty chest. For the first time in his life, the woodsman started laughing at the sight and felt a pleasure he never had before. Grabbing a chunk of mushy hearts, he shoves it into his chest. There will never be enough hearts. Once a woodsman, he now fells people instead of trees. This is a forest full of hearts. No matter how many he cuts down, the forest still remains dense. A kind person would carry a warmer heart. When the heart is lost, the woodsman will fall to his knees in sorrow, clutching his empty chest, as if begging for the only thing he has left not to be taken. And we'll never fight him ever again, because he doesn't leave his containment unit when it reaches Couplot 0 or when a meltdown happens. And I'm never setting anyone in there when the Couplot counter is at 0. At least I don't think I ever will. Alright. King of Greed next. Oh, she's a long one. The first bit of humanity's desire started with the bite of a sweet apple. Is this Eve? We've been banished from Eden for that sin. And now we're standing inside a vast orchid. My basket is so large, all the fruits of the world can't make it full. But is it so bad to lust for honey when there are flowers? After all, we are born to pursue happiness. That may not necessarily be false, that last statement. Everyone wants to be happy. Or perhaps it might be more accurate to say no one wants to be miserable. Happiness became obsession. Obsession became greed. And the greed forever solidified to become a golden amber. The happiness in the beginning, still holding a smile, dwells inside. The first seed of desire originated from the pure yearning for happiness. The tiny seed grew larger and larger, hungering for more. Over time, the seed hardened and turned into a piece of shiny gem. Enticed by its sheen, a starving fish swallowed it. But it only made the fish even hungrier. Oh, that's interesting. Are we going to learn about why it looks the way it does in its entirety? So this isn't an egg, it's a giant seed? And this is one segment of it. Why is she in here, I wonder? The desires of people usually go unfulfilled. Many desires are abandoned, but they are not completely gone. They hide deep in the subconscious, lurking at the bottom of the lake, ready to spring up at any moment. I think that depends upon the person. Oh, but it has a qualifier to it. This is many desires, not all desires. However, the yearning for happiness may also rear its head from time to time, darting its tongue like a snake. As soon as a tiny piece of bait falls into the river, the hungry fish will come up and snatch it in an instant. We delude ourselves to be a highly rational beings who are in full control of these things. But it's such a preposterous belief. It's laughable. We don't have as much control over ourselves as we believe. So I agree with this. Human beings are nowhere near as rational as we would like ourselves to be. We hope we are. We hope that we don't make highly emotive decisions at a moment's notice, but we do. We do it all the time. Almost all of, well, a large percentage of us do so. Let's leave it at that. I know I have in the past made decisions based on emotions and not facts. I prefer not doing that. But sometimes I can't help myself. Fear, though, tends to be the driving factor for that, more than happiness. The magical girl, who was no longer a magical girl, ate many things. Authority, money, fame, and many other forms of pleasure. She ended up eating away anything in her sight. Now, only visceral greed remains. Oh, that's amazing. I like this. She even devours things that are not physical in nature. That's pretty cool. I like that. Someone's diary. Many people have secretly wished for a hero. They say there was once something called soul therapy. What does it feel like to have an ill soul? We are all healthy, but maybe all of this is a tragic illusion. Once, there were people who tried to change the world. We all remember them. Remember how they met their downfall. Desires. I know of desires that ruin all things. We no longer believe in something, nor do we entertain a hope for a miracle. This sounds a lot like what Angela was saying about humanity. The humanity of this world that this is taking place in. We don't think too much about why they've changed, and we don't blame them, for we have realized that endless desire brings despair. I sometimes feel a terrible dejection, but I do not know where the pain comes from. Many people have secretly wished for a hero. Deep is the sorrow of the world, greed, deeper still than agony. Sadness says, "Begone, pass away," but greed seeks eternity, seeks deep, deep eternity. Never forget you, magical girl. You gave us our first elf weapon, and you're still cute. Really cute in that dance dress. Yeah, it looks really good. It's really good. Oh, right! The tools don't have anything we need to read. We've already read all the tools, so we can skip the researcher's notes. I think we can? I think we can. Alright, let's go back now to this military team. So, oh, well, then we only have one left. We only have censored, so let's read censored. I'm imagining lots of the word redacted and censored all over this. This is what I was expecting. I was tempted to say a certain type of word whenever I see censored. But we'll keep this PG-13, as it were, and we won't drop the F word everywhere. Or attempt to bleep something out, but that would be annoying, I think, to you guys, so. Any attempts to describe censored will cause severe mental corruption to both the speaker and the listener. Therefore, it is forbidden to record any depictions of the appearance of this censored. This effort. All audio and written records should be inspected to ensure that such depictions are deleted from them. All work pertaining to this deletion must be designated to level 5 or higher employees. How about that? I wonder if I had stopped and read that after we had unlocked, like, the work information on censored. If that would have been enough of a hint for me to know that only level 5 employees go in there. But we guessed correctly when I saw Tyrus immediately panic upon walking in there, despite the fact I designed her to work well with it. Excerpt of audio log. Randy. It's a shame that we have to send such a capable employee like you to its containment unit. Do you have any last words before proceeding? Of course, when I say last words, it's just a precautionary thing. Censored. We don't get the person's name. It can't be helped. I'm the employee with the highest resistance against cognitive breakdown. I've been apathetic towards everything since I was a kid. People often say I lacked empathy and it wasn't normal. However, when I got to work here, my abnormal ability became the key to save everyone. This is something that I can never be experienced everywhere else. Okay, so this is kind of like what I suspected. So the less you know about something, or the less of something that you have, the better you will work with this, because you don't really appreciate what it is you're looking at to the fullest extent. So without a high level of instinct, you don't really know how the body works very much. So maybe censor's not as horrifying to you, because yeah, sure, your limbs can bend that way, just so censors can, right? Surely that makes sense. But why would this creature have its organs on the outside of its body, or something like that? But meanwhile, people with level 5 instinct walk in, they try working with it, and they're just utterly repulsed by it. Randy, let me say this again. While it is true that you have the highest resistance among employees, that's only based on human standards. If you begin to suffer from a surge of intrusive thoughts, or you decide to count down from 10 but fail to remember what 10 even is, or feel an uncontrollable regurgitation of vomit or saliva, or if this place starts to feel like somewhere else other than the company, or you suddenly feel insignificant and think that suffocating is your only hope, you need to leave the containment unit immediately. Censored. If you tell me that one more time, that'll make it 13 times that you said that now. Randy, we cannot monitor you in real time. All cameras are off, and your audio record will only be uploaded after the work is finished. Needless to say, I'm worried about you. Why don't you repeat the instructions I gave you a bit ago? Censored says, go in, don't do the work myself, company employee censored, and observe the work progress, and record everything that happens, even if censored is in danger. Do not attempt to rescue unless ordered otherwise. Right? Randy, exactly. Now our contact will be cut off in 10 seconds. Good luck and Godspeed to your record. Censored says, I have no regrets. I'd say I'm pretty lucky compared to the others. At the very least, I get to leave my last voice record. Well, I say last, only as precaution, but alright. Your record will be internally archived for all our fellow employees. We'll remember you. 3. Oh, and all of your fellow employees will remember you. 3, 2, 1. End audio receiving. Censored says, Randy, that looks just like our censored from long ago, doesn't it? Oh, I forgot for a moment that only I can see this. The employee censored who was with me became censored. It looks like it can even breed. Employee censored who was with me became censored. Oh god, it does do what I thought it did. This is just like the process of censored. I feel a little sick, but I'm good. A small censored came out of employee censor's censored. I can't believe it. Now it's starting to censor employee censored. Employee censored is screaming like censored. The cries. Can you hear them? It reminds you of... There was a sound, which is censored. Now I see. This is our censored. This is the reason censored exists. This is the worst thing I've seen in my life. I can't move. Looks like censored has made me its next target. Soon, I will censor too. It's getting closer. I'll put the recorder in my sensor. I hope this record will help everyone. Audio cuts off. Even after we adopted the cognition filter, many of our managers have lost their minds. Half of them gone because of censored. Even if we raise the cognition filter to its maximum setting at the risk of having our employees and other abnormalities being perceived as extremely simple objects, the managers will still be driven insane as soon as this abnormality comes into sight. We can't make our manager blind just because of one abnormality. We're stuck in a dilemma. The only solution we could come up with was at the suggestion of one of our employees. It was to cover the abnormality with a giant set of sensors and blurring. If the flaw in the system disables the sensors covering the abnormality, we once again have to sincerely consider how to dispose of the manager. There's the quote that led us to taking this. God, it does do what I think it does. I'm not even supposed to... Man, I think... Well, no, I'm not going to say, but it's not very pleasant what it does to someone to finally kill them outright, and then what it does to the bodies afterwards. God. Alright. Well, that's our abnormalities, everyone. Hope it was interesting. I guess we should also read the equipment we picked up from them. So let's do that too. So we picked up logging. A versatile equipment made to cut down trees and people alike. Perhaps sharpening the axe was one thing it didn't neglect. The blade is always shining. I really don't like that the text for the armor is exactly the same most of the time as the weaponry. So that's supposed to be the axe. It's exactly the same. Okay, I guess we'll start with the weapons then. What else did we... Oh, we got the Frost Splinter. The Snow Queen was beautiful, but where her heart should have been was empty and frozen. The edge of the spear is both straight and icy. Anyone damaged by it will lose themselves for a moment. As the equipment was forged from snow, it shall disappear without a trace someday. That makes it sound like this is supposed to vanish at some point. Someday, when the weather warms enough to melt the snow, it may thaw the heart as well, if you truly believe so. I wonder if there's like a heat creature that destroys this armor and weapon when you're walking with it. Alright, there's nothing else here. Fragment of the universe. Oh, what's this? Max sanity points plus 40% for 30 seconds, 10% chance. When wielder's prudence level is 4 or below. Is that per attack? Or is this like every 30 seconds it checks? Do not attempt to understand it, just use it. The spear often tries to lead the wielder into a long and endless realm of mind, but they must try not to be swayed by it. It took a different form every time it was produced, but we managed to stabilize the gestalt after a lot of effort and trouble. There is a rumor that this spear emits a bright light when it hears an echo from another world. Oh, that's interesting. Is there maybe something special that happens if someone with the spear is in the same hallway when the Fragment of the Universe sings? And as for our WoW, the sword sharpened with tears. A sword suitable for swift thrusts. Even someone unskilled in dueling can rapidly puncture an enemy using this EGO with remarkable agility. As mandated by chivalry, foul play is strictly forbidden in combat. However, mercy should also not be expected. Yep. That's fine. No quarter expected, no quarter given. What was our other abnormalities? The King of Greed. So she has. Well, let's look at this weapon first. On each attack, 10% chance to buff min and max attack power by +5. So I think that's damage. For 12 seconds and reduce temperance by 50% for 3 minutes. The weapon she used to brandish in her prime, before the greed solidified and became what it is now. One can release their primal desires and strike enemies with full force. Technical skill is unneeded. Each clout with the weapon gives a satisfying sensation to the wielder, but one must be careful not to get carried away. And the armor? The amber-colored gem on the armor shines brilliantly, but it is avarice materialized, ultimately a dangerous object. The gorgeous pattern of gold has captivated the hearts of many an employee. The allure possibly comes from the deepest parts of the subconscious. You know what? Her armor is one of the only WoW armors that are still very vulnerable to pale damage. That's interesting. And the sword up with tears? Tears fall like ash, embroidered as if they were constellations. The employees equipping this armor will think of sadness, such as how there are times in life when one may shed tears over the littlest things. As with sorrow, perhaps sharing the burden will blunt the edge. Oh, that's a very nice sentence. And our actual acquired from an Alf weapon, Censored's weapon. Recover 40% of damage taken when hit. So you take 50 damage, assuming you survive, you get healed like a 35 damage of that. Sorry, it's gotta be less than half. 22 damage from it? So not bad. Censored has the ability to censor, but is a horrendous sight for those watching. Looking at the EGO for more than 3 seconds will make you sick. Good job, Tillman. You've been in there with that thing for hours now, as was Tiras. Alright, so that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Maybe we'll actually get a dusk done.